Thursday night in Edmonton, Canada plays New Zealand at the Women's World Cup. Paul, this is a huge game for Canada, of course. They really need to win this if they want to win Group A. I like the fact, though, that they seem relaxed, as evidenced by 4 of the players going to London Drugs to buy some speakers and doing an impromptu dance.
Yeah, you know, Jonathan, it's interesting. The first game against China, they certainly underperformed, but China really sat back, waited for 1 or 2 chances on the counter to hit them. And the suggestion was the Canadian team was far too uptight. The moment got to them a little bit. They're playing in front of this big crowd. They're playing at home. It certainly hasn't showed in between games. They seem really relaxed, just grasping the moment. They're putting themselves out there, I think, as role models and frankly saying, hey, this is the stage, we're happy to dance on it. But it's all about the performance. People want to see them win tonight, and I think they'll start to gain momentum if they do. It will already put them in the second round if they get a win, and then I think we'll see some better stories come out of this team.
Canadian head coach John Herdman says he knows this New Zealand team, of course. He used to be their head coach, and he feels that Canada is the better team. He's pretty candid about it.
Well, certainly he's given them some bulletin board material, but you know, I always think that stuff's overrated. If you can't get motivated for the World Cup in whatever sport you're in, then you're in the wrong business. And I think John Herdman almost, not flippantly, but I think a little bit of a jab because he knows these players. He told one of the players in the hotel that he guarantees they will not win the game. Taken at face value, I think that's a little bull, but I think there's a bit of needle in there. John Herdman's a pretty good guy, and he knows these players.
Okay, after Canada beat China, I know there was a bit of a run on tickets for that June 21st round of 16 game at BC Place. I bought my own tickets. There weren't tons left. I'd say maybe 10,000 seats left at that point. I would guess if they win tonight against New Zealand, you're pretty much going to see that thing sell out.
Well, there's no guarantee that Canada is going to play here. It depends where they finish, you know, unless, of course, they get to the final. So people are sort of hedging their bets on whether or not they're going to get a chance to see the Canadian team play. But let's face it, this is where legends are made. It's the World Cup. And if this team goes deep in the playoffs, there's going to be so many people clamoring to watch these girls play. It's just, I think it's a great story.